The sun had yet to rise over Blouberg Beach, but the pulse of the ocean was already alive. A thin mist clung to the sand as crews moved with quiet urgency. Engines hummed low in the background. The 6-gun grill truck rolled into place, banners fluttered in the cold morning breeze, and adrenaline crackled in the air like static. This was it, day 1 of the legendary 2-day King of the Waves event. The ocean, calm and glassy, looked almost deceiving. But make no mistake, it was a battlefield in waiting. The overcast skies cast a cinematic haze over the beach, and every team knew. This wasn't just about horsepower. It was about grit, precision, and who could hold their nerve when chaos struck. Before the flags flew, anticipation built. And the first interviews revealed one thing. Every racer had trained for this moment, but only one would wear the crown.
How's it? I'm Kyle Merrington, and in the distance there's my co-pilot Ian van der Nest, and we race in boat number S55. Third race of the year, of the season. Nice to be back in the surf. Had a couple of flat water races earlier on, but I think this is what we enjoy the most, is being out here in the waves and having a bit of fun jumping around and giving it everything we got. In terms of preparation, just trying to stay fit. You really need to be, especially the co-pilot, to keep himself in the boat and the boat upright. So Ian's been putting in a lot of graft and trying to stay as light as possible. I don't know how hard he's working on that part, but anyway. So yeah, we're just happy to be back here and give it our best shot, and hopefully we can come away with a better result than last year. I mean, I broke my wrist last time I was here, so a little bit of unfinished business. So I think if there's one event this year that we need to make it happen, it's definitely this one.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first day of the Blouberg race. Here we've got the King of the Waves. I'm joined by my pilot, experienced pilot in the Blouberg waves. Ayrton, you've been here a few times before. What can we expect out there?
Normally it's quite a thriller, but today the conditions looked very flat. So yeah, it's more of a dam race, but hopefully tomorrow it picks up a bit and then it'll be a bit more fun for us and the spectators.
Nice to hear. And tell me, what are your expectations today with the flatter water? What type of prop are you running, and what kind of setup do you have?
Yeah, we will still have probably run a 15 just for the pull away to get in with the leaders in the start, and then we will see how it works out.
Wonderful stuff. Well, it's wonderful to be out here at Blouberg. We've got a few spectators coming in. We're hoping the clouds will lift slightly, and we're looking forward to a banger of a day.
Just stay with my dad.
The stock class lined up first. The racers stood ready beside their boats, muscles coiled, eyes locked on the marshal. Then, the flag dropped. Engines rumbled and chaos erupted. Its S12 exploded off the line, carving through water like a knife. Co-pilots shifted their weight with surgical precision, dancing with every wave and tight turn. The backstretch was a blur of speed. near the beach, the swell took its toll. Capsizes, shouts, adrenaline. Boats flipped. S-37, S-21, and S-3 traded blows, but in the end, it was S-15, Reef South Africa's father-son duo, Lawrence, who surged to victory. They coasted to shore, helmets off, adrenaline high. The beach exhaled. Then came the Blueprint class, and with it, a step into raw power. These weren't beginner boats. These were finely tuned machines, piloted by veterans who knew every curve of the sea. Boat 88, Marshmallow Pop, shot forward. Boat 10 gave chase with Bang Skywalker in 85 pressing hard from behind. The sea, now choppier, forced racers to fly. Every jump was a test of timing. One wrong move, and that's exactly what happened. Bang Skywalker flipped. A wall of spray, a gasp from the crowd, a moment of silence. Then a restart. Back at it, the remaining boats powered through. With flawless technique and relentless focus, Wimpy and Jacko in Boat 44 snatched the win. A masterclass in blueprint racing. As the day faded into golden light, the final event loomed, the modified class. The fastest, most unforgiving race of the day. Boats were lowered into the water like weapons being drawn. Engines revved like beasts straining on a leash. The flag snapped, and they were off. M221, M29, and M21 battling in a blur of spray and speed. Then it happened. M29 flipped violently. A restart was called. Back on the line, hearts pounded. On the restart, M21 and M221 went head-to-head, each refusing to yield. The boats danced across the swell, side by side, slamming into the chop with brutal grace. Crowds screamed, the roar of engines was deafening, and with one final push, Ruben and Christian in M21 crossed the line. Victory. Day one was done.
It was great. I must say, the first time Stefan Leniki, the organizer of the event, actually co-piloted for me, so I'm extremely privileged to have him on the boat with all that experience. And yeah, we just had so much fun. I think it's a difficult one for him to be a co-pilot for a change, because he's been piloting for 20 years and dominating the sport in that section. But yeah, just awesome.
It was fun. It was a little bit flat. We want the waves, but it was quite nice. I really enjoyed it, but I'm tired now. But it's fun to be back at Blouberg for this race. Hopefully the waves pick up. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, well, I think after today, firstly, well done to everyone. It was almost issue-free, and if we can have something like that tomorrow, it'll be great. But definitely the conditions are going to pick up a little bit. I think the wind's picking up, the swell's picking up a little bit. It'll be a completely different race tomorrow. Looking forward to it. It's always nice to experience kind of a different race within 2 days. So let's see what the future holds, and hopefully we can make our team proud.
So at the end of day one, we had amazing racing. The sun came out, the sea still stayed a little bit flat. So it was fast-paced racing, but we had some good action in all three classes. Positions changed from position 1 to 4 the whole time, so it was quite exciting. We're looking forward to day 2.
Day 2. A new sunrise, a new storm. The wind howled in from the west, sweeping across Blouberg like a challenge from nature itself. The sea had changed, the swell grew, the final day had arrived. Flags snapped in the wind, gulls soared overhead, racers tightened gear, adjusted propellers, and stared out at the surf. One more shot, one more chance to prove they were kings of the waves.
Ace 55, Ace 7, Ace 75, Ace 75.
First up, the standard class. All eyes on S12, poker bets own. As the green flag dropped, a roar tore through the beach. The wind made every lap a battle. Waves smashed into the hulls. On the back stretch, boats fought just to stay grounded. The swell grew, capsizes, jumps, near misses, and then S12 punched through, unshaken. Dean Kruger and AJ Bosch crossed the line like champions, arms raised, crowd roaring. Blueprint returned with a vengeance. Boat 88 took off like lightning. Every turn was crisp, every jump a risk. But the ocean fought back. In the heart of the Blueprint class race, Marshmallow Pop, Boat 88, was leading the pack, expertly maneuvering a tight turn. Suddenly, Boat 10, close on its tail, clipped 88 from behind, sending Marshmallow Pop flipping into the air. In an incredible twist, Boat 10 soared right over 88 and landed safely on the other side. Miraculously, no one was hurt, but the breathtaking moment left everyone in awe of the sheer unpredictability of the race. Boat 10 fell, capsizing mid-lap in a spray of foam and gasps. A reset followed. On the restart, the pressure was on. Boat 44, Vimpy and Jocko were unrelenting. Their coordination was flawless, their speed untouchable. And once again, they claimed the top step. 2 wins, back-to-back, dominance. Now, all that remained was modified. The grand finale, the heavyweight bout, and it didn't disappoint. The signal sounded, and the beach came alive. Engines screamed, water exploded. M21, M221, neck and neck. One powered by raw skill, the other by experience honed in the fires of the Trans-Agalas. Lap after lap, they traded leads. The crowd was on its feet. Then, one final charge, one perfect run through the swell, and M21 broke free. Ruben and Christian, fists high as they crossed the line. They had done it. King of the Waves belonged to them. As the sun dipped behind Table Mountain, the beach lit up with celebration. Helmets off, engines silenced, hearts full. It was more than a race, it was a war on water. And these were the champions.
The final day at Blouberg, King of the Waves. It was a very windy day, big swell. We didn't have too much of a good day. We flipped, and yeah, it was just not lekker. But overall, it was a lekker event. Thanks to Six Gun Grill and PokerBet. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, today was quite daunting. I think the standard class guys had a bit of a challenge today. It was quite choppy. Backstraight was very hectic. Some big swell came in, and yeah, I just think it's a very big learning curve, and what a massive turnout for Six Gun Grill and PokerBet, which is our sponsors for the event. Just thanks to them for supporting us. Yeah, and we're looking forward to a great Trans-Agalas at the end of the year.